Hello and welcome back. Got two, like in last video, got two more. So let us start with this one. Chapter first, Equestria Girls Starlight Story by Math 16. We're getting close to the end of our story. Wait a minute. Okay. Chapter 19. Changes to Equestria Prep. New friends. We're getting close to the end of our story. I hope you have enjoyed it so far. Equestria Girls Starlight Story. Scene 19. Changes at Crystal Prep. Exterior Courtyard. Crystal Prep Academy. Candlelight City. Afternoon. Tuesday. Continue from the previous. Everyone, the changing mob, animals, students, faculty, and school heads are all cheering and applauding for the Humane 7 and Shadow 6 for defeating Principal Cinch. Indigo Sap to Rainbow Dash, smiling. I think I may grow to like this job. Sour Sweet. Job? Sunny Flirt. Well, we do have the outfits. Nemesis, looking at our new geode. And the bling. Sugarcoat. Yeah. Girls, maybe we should figure out what we have first. Okay? Shining Armor. Twilight. He runs up to his sister and gives her a big hug. You did it. That was amazing. They stop hugging, and Twilight sees the tears in her brother's face. Twilight sparkled. Are you crying? Shining Armor. No. It's liquid pride. Dean Cadence comes up, giggles. I am so proud of you girls. Looks at Shining Armor. We all are. He looks at her as well, and the two just stare in each other's eyes. The Warner Code and Shut Up Old Girls look at the most smug, for they know what's going on between them. Nemesis whispering, should we tell them they got married and have a kid in the other world? Sarsweet whispering, I think we should let them work it out on their own. Thorax and Farron show up as well. Thorax puts Spike down, and he runs to the girls. Spike jumps in Twilight's arms and starts licking her face. Spike, way to go! You did it again, girls. Shining Armor. Whoa. Spike can talk? Sugarcoat. All this and Tuggy Dog is what freaks him out? The girl starts to laugh. Twilight looks up and notices Starlight standing in front of Principal Cinch, now a crystal statue. She looks at the reflection of her depressed face in Cinch's face. Twilight and the other girls approach her. Twilight sparkle. Starlight, are you okay? Starlight glimmer. Cinch and I may have different ideals, but we are still so very much alike. Manipulative, obsessive, vengeful. I've done so many terrible things in my life. Maybe I'm destined to share the same fate as well. Twilight sparkle. Starlight, you said yourself that a person is not defined on what makes them the same. But what makes them different? Sure, might have been destiny that brought us together, but it's up to you to choose to make it happen. There are similarities, but there are enough differences that prove you are better than her. Just look at me. I may not be the same prince of friendships like I am in Equestria, but she has become an inspiration of who I ought to be, of who I choose to be. And once you recognize your own faults and decide to come out and help us, you have proved that you have become much more than you were before. She hugs Starlight, and I can't think of a better friend than that. Starlight then sees a full-body reflection of a nearby stalagmite. She walks towards it and strokes her new hairstyle. She makes a realization. Star Glimmer. You know, girls, I've been thinking. Friendship is about being with the people you care about and giving them a chance to be a special part of your life. But Cinch, she was given every chance to make friends her whole entire life, and never bothered to try it once. I mean, you guys risked everything just to save me. Hey, Twilight, you were willing to take a bullet for me. I really have been lost all this time. I know there are some people you cannot change for the better, and they probably never will. If that's a Cinch in Equestria who's anything like ours, she ain't worth any recognition. Because the thing that is worth giving a chance is you guys. For there are those who wish to accept you and understand what's really best for you. Those are the people who really matter. The Humane 7, plus Spike, come together and give Starlight a group hug. Principal Celestia and Vice Principal Luna approaches. Principal Celestia, well done, ladies. Vice Principal Luna, you did it again. Spoiled Rich, hold on a minute! Everyone looks to see Spoiled Rich marching up to the group, looking quite angry, and Rosetta not too far behind. I demand an explanation! Principal Celestia. Miss Rich, please. I'm sure I will explain everything. Spoiled Rich. Oh, I'm sure you can. I have been through quite the ordeal today. I had to go to a depressing meeting that never took place, been brainwashed, imprisoned, and I was forced to watch a dozen little girls go into battle with superpowers. And what's more, pointed Applejack, this girl here had kicked me in the tuchus with a leather boot. Thorax startled. Wait, are you saying that you were aware of what's been happening while you've been brainwashed? Then he looks at Shadow Bolts. All of you? The Crystal Presidents and Chanting Mob Arca look at each other. Shining Armor even rubs a part of his face where he was hit during the battle. Scene 16. Shining Armor. Well, I wouldn't say we took it personally. Like Starlight, you did have a reason. Spoiled Rich. Still to Principal Celestia. Now, I don't know how long you've been keeping this information from me. I just can't believe you allow such dangers to be exposed to our own students. To my own daughter! I imagine from another dimension. This is the fight of the century. The one thing I am most upset is that the greatest discovery that can change the world as we know it has occurred between both our schools. She takes a deep breath and gives a big depressing sigh. There's nothing I can do about it. Rosetta. Indeed. She then tries to critique Prep's new look. I don't know how I'm going to explain this to the board either. Professor Discord, popping up between them. Well, if I may, I could come up with a good cover-up story for you, if that'll help. Dean Cadence. You? You are the cause of all this. You purposely aided Principal Cinch by giving our new student, even though you knew that girl had enough many emotional issues to turn on her, and provided that girl with the means of putting everyone in danger. All because you were fired. And I just want to say... Her anger quickly changed to a smile. I am grateful for it. Professor Discord. You are? Everyone else sans Dean Cadence. You are? Dean Cadence. Yes. I know you had other intentions, but your actions were in some way necessary. I knew Principal Cinch was abusing her position in running our school, but I could find no way of exposing her. But with your methods, as twisted as they are, was just what is needed in revealing Cinch's true nature, proving her incompetence and potential insanity. Rosetta. I have to admit it, Dean Cadence is right. We made Epic as principal because we thought she was capable of handling it. But now see that was a mistake. She was so tempted in all Crystal Prep had to offer, she became so fixated on what her students deserved rather than what they needed, allowing her to making biased decisions and bad sportsmanship. So I guess without your interference, we would have never uncovered the truth. Dean Cadence. And let's not forget how you went out of your way to assist when things got out of hand. And on behalf of Crystal Prep Academy, we thank you, Professor. Professor Discord. Oh, well, you're welcome. So, he puts on a graduating cap and is somehow wearing a wearing a gown and holding a diploma. Does this mean I can get my teaching job back? Dean Case and Rosetta look at each other with their brows lowered. Before staring back at Disco with the same look. Dean Cadence, I said I was grateful, not insane. Now stare at the response. Disco gets delighted when he turns to Princess Celestia. Princess Celestia, don't get any ideas. Professor Discord. Oh well. He throws off the cap, gown, and diploma. It was worth a shot. I'm better off being self-employed anyway. Starlight approaches Cadence and Rosetta. Starlight Glimmer. I guess I should be punished as well, huh? It's okay. I've already gotten used to juvenile hall anyway. The other Quest come with various remarks of disapproval. Rosetta. Well, you did attempt to overthrow an entire school, develop weapons and dangerous contraptions on school grounds, and fight with forces you didn't understand. But you were willing to make up for your mistakes and managed to save us all. Stormy Flare. So with the proper guidance and judgment, we can just let you go off with a warning. But still, I think we can come up with a fair yet firm punishment for you. Wouldn't you agree? Rosetta. Oh, absolutely. Princess Celestia. Quite, and I think Candlelight High might excuse you from this little mishap as well. They all then turn to Spoiled Rich. Spoiled Rich. Well, you did save us, so I can let this one slide. The whole crowd in the courtyard cheers. Stormy Flare to Starlight. Congratulations! You finally made progress after all this time. I'm so happy for you. Starlight Glimmer. Thank you. I am so sorry for all that I've done. I should have just allowed myself to let people in, instead of constantly being scared of them. Sunburst coming forth. Actually, I'm the one who's at fault here. If I had just stayed in touch for all these years, none of this would have happened. I was just so scared that I wasn't good enough. And after hearing what happened, I thought I'd just make it worse. Guess I was all hiding from my own shame. I thought being dropped out of my old school would mean I wouldn't be good enough to show myself to my old friend. Starlight Glimmer. It's alright, Sunburst. I know exactly how you feel. I don't care if you're not some big important person, though I am surprised. You seem to know so much about everything. How did someone like you drop out? Sunburst. Well, learning and doing are two totally different things. Twice Sparkle. Well, I can't say it wasn't for nothing. She looks through Sunburst's addition to notes. Notes. Being able to go through mine and Starlight's notes and find a way to reconduct the flow of magic gated to save lives in order to save Starlight was pure genius. And you made it something good. She points to the crystal heart, resting on Sunburst's arm. You're every bit as special as Starlight said you were. Sunburst seemed surprised. And he and Starlight look at each other, smiling. Sunburst to Starlight. So, in the other world, did you really travel through time? Sugarcoat to Sunburst. You're probably also the reason why she went mad in the first place. Applejack elbow Sugarcoat. Starlight Glimmer. So, what's gonna happen to me now? Sunset Shimmer. You can ask for a transfer to Candlelight High. Pinkie Pie. Great idea! We can get to hang out all the time! Resident Humane 7. Various agreements. Oh yeah, totally, delightfully. Applejack. Yeah, even though they might be a tad sore about that little throwdown of yours. But with a little time, they will forgive you. Sigh Glimmer. I appreciate the offer, but I think I'm better off staying here at Crystal Prep. Someone has to keep an eye on these guys. Sunset Shimmer. And keep an eye on you? Sorry, Glimmer. Besides, it won't be fair if one rival school has 3 girl geniuses and the other school had none. Twice Sparkle giggles. That's true, Lemon says. A girl has done some awful deeds in her past and has decided to make up for mistakes in order to become a better person. Sounds like a true Crystal Prep shadow bolt to me. Spoilerish to Rosetta. Well, so much for legendary rivalry. Now that our students are officially friends. Teen Cadence. Oh, I wouldn't say that. We can still have both. Sorry, Glimmer. Yeah, since your ideas on competition were a bit too unhealthy. But now we have a chance to start all over and compete with fairness, respect, and sportsmanship. I would check. Ooh, wait! That's the spirit! Rainbow Dash. Yeah, I'd love to compete, and I can't wait to play against Shadow Balls again. The right way. Indigo Sap. All right. I don't care what Principal Sin says. It's been more fun getting to know everyone at CHS than it was ever playing against them. Dean Cadence. Crystal Prep is definitely going to be a different place now. Rosetta. Indeed, it is. To the Equestria girls. Well done, ladies. I couldn't thank you enough for all the help you've done for our schools. Keep up the good work. She prepares to leave until Fluttershy. Excuse me. So, does this mean we're gonna have to change her back? She points at Principal Singe, still a crystal statue. Everyone is frozen in awkward silence for just a few seconds. Rosetta smiling. Actually, I wouldn't rush it. She continues walking. Spoilerich. Permit me to say, we are so lucky to know that such defiant girls such as yourself would rise to defend against any catastrophe, magical or otherwise. She then set her face to the sky close to twilight, sunset, and starlight, and the girl seemed back with fright. Just don't let it ever happen again! Twice Sparkle, nervously smiling. Of course, said Shimmer, nervously smiling. No problem, Starlight Glimmer, nervously smiling. We promise. Spoilerich just turns and walks away, following Rosetta. Twice Sparkle. Man, that lady's just as snooty as Cinch. Sugarcoat. Stupid for her, though. Twice Sparkle. Oh yeah, absolutely. Rest of the crazy girls. Various agreements. Sorry, Glimmer. Just what you would expect from spoiled milk. So the Shimmer. Spoiled milk? Charlotte Glimmer, smiling. Her maiden name. Spoilerich stops right beside Principal Celestia and Vice Principal Luna and looks at two sisters. Spoiled Rich. Can't bet for free, huh? Principal Celestia and Vice Principal Luna. Yes? Spoiled Rich, thinking. Nods her head in agreement. Spoil continues walking, with Randall falling behind. Rosetta stops and turns around. Rosetta to Discord. Professor, let's talk about that cover story, shall we? Professor Discord to the Equestria girls. Well, ladies, it has been quite a thrill hanging with you girls. Balloons with the girls' faces somehow rises up from below. I hope we can do this again next time. Indigo Sap. Next time? What do you mean, next time? Professor Discord. Well, with all the magical mishaps happening, I'll have a lot to research for my next thesis. Also, you guys are too much fun. You're like a disaster waiting to happen. I may even pop in every now and then. Twilight Sparkle, fake smiling. Great. Professor Discord, shaking each of the girls' hands really quick. Bye-bye. It was nice meeting you. It's been fun. No, really, it has. You guys were such a hoot. You should stop by for some tea sometime. Twilight. Oh, that sounds lovely. Professor Discord. Splendid. Well, so long. Let's go, Smoothie. He runs towards Rosetta with Mrs. Moose behind him. Twilight Sparkle, looking worried. I got a bad feeling about this. Applejack. Sounds like we'll be watching our back from now on. Sorry, Glimmer. I don't know. Once you get to know him, he's really not such a bad guy. When she puts her hands together, she realizes something's off. She looks at her hands, past her sides, and then looks around on the ground. But then she looks back at Discord, and then back to her friends. I think the creep took my taser ring. Crazy Girl sends Sarah Sweet. Ferris responds and laughs. Sarah Sweet. Good, he can have it. Stormy Flare. I really am proud of you, Starlight. Not because you saved the world, but for what you did afterward. Even though Principal Cinch wouldn't change, you still offered her friendship. It's really no surprise how you made such good friends. Guess we won't be making any meetings anymore. Sorry, Glimmer. Thank you. But I'm still sorry about everything, and I hope to make it alright. The rest of the Shadow Seas gather around her. Sarah Sweet. You won't be the only one. Sunny Flare to Stormy. Looks like you'll be getting some new patients. Stormy Flare giggles. Wait. Stormy, okay, this is a little confusing. Well, you're welcome to visit me whenever you'd like. If you need any help, you can always come to me. Twilight Sparkle. And me. I'm so happy on how far you have come since I left the school. I will be honored to offer what I learned at Candlelight High when needed. How do you feel about video chats? Dean Cadence. Wonderful idea. I would also like to help in any way I can. You may need to know my new username, though. Twilight Sparkle and Starlight Glimmer. Sunshine on her desk, Ladybug 2. Sugarcoat to Starlight. Okay, seriously, you need to stop hacking people. Dean Cadence. Glad we got this settled. Now, Miss Flare. Sunny Flare. Yes? They look at each other awkwardly. Jabba. Okay, that was strange. Sugarcoat. That seems to be a very common surname. Dean Cadence. Could you come and we can claim a statement? Sunny Flare. Of course. Back to Starlight. It seems you're in good hands now. She shakes hands with Starlight. I wish you all the best luck. All the best of luck. To the Wondercoats as she and Cadence walks away. I'll say hi to Spitfire for you. Rainbow Dash. Hey, thanks. Rarity. Now, Sunny, darling, just remember, you're Miss Flare. She's a Mrs. Flare. Sunny Flare. Oh, okay. That'll be way less confusing. Sunburst. Hey, that's funny. My mom is a Mrs. Flare. Huh. That really is a common name. Twilight Sparkle to Starlight. So, how do you feel? Starlight Glimmer. Happy, surprised, overwhelmed. Twilight Sparkle. That's good. You know, for a while there, I was worried that you would end up like Cinch one day. Starlight Glimmer. Really? I guess I thought the same thing about you. But now I realized I was wrong. Twilight Sparkle. Really? Starlight Glimmer. Yeah. Now, Murray, you might end up like him. She points over to Professor Discord, still talking to school board heads, though it's still too early to tell. Twilight quickly changed her expression from frightened to delighted. Twilight Sparkle. I'm so glad you decided to stay. You are a very bright and talented girl. Crazy Prep is really lucky to have a student like you. Starlight Glimmer. Not as lucky as I am to have a teacher like you. Twilight seems overjoyed with a big smile and her eyes wandering up. Then she looks off. Twilight Sparkle. Looks like it's not just the two of us. Starlight turns to what Twilight's looking at, and sees each of her Shadow Bolt friends socializing with their Wondercoat counterpart. We are willing to teach you what we know. Together with these girls, you will have the power to make Crystal Prep an even better place. Starlight Glimmer. How do I start? Twilight Sparkle. Starting is easy. All you have to do is make a friend. Sunset Shimmer. And you got plenty of them right here. The Humane 7, the Shadow 6, and Spike gather around and give Starlight yet another group hug. Darwood Diamond. Hey, let's hear it for Starlight Glimmer! The whole crowd, students, faculty, even changelings, begin to cheer for the girls once again. Starlight looks around and cannot help but smile with tears running down her face. Interior Stars Research Room, Crystal Prep Academy, Wednesday. Starlight, now in her school uniform and her hair still in a curl, cleaning out her workspace. She picks up papers, schematics, and weapons, and throws them away, puts them in boxes, and locks them up in safes and drawers. She just puts her notes on the magical device in her desk drawer. Then she takes the equal sign pin off her label and drives it in the drawer, closes it, and locks it. As she grabs her backpack, she looks out the window and is happy to see some girls outside, planting some flowers in the courtyard. Then she turns out the lights and closes the door behind her. In the place of the bulletin board with the scratched out picture of Cinch is a big mirror with pictures sticking to its frame. There is one with Princess Celestia, Vice Principal Luna, Cadence, and Shining Armor. Starlight and Spike, Starlight and Sunburst, Thorax, Pharynx, and the other changelings, and less voice the Humane 7 and 6 Shadow 6 all together. All in their regular clothes. Even Starlight's wearing a periwinkle sleeveless blouse with aqua and purple little glimmers, light blue jeans with her cutie mark in the left side pocket, and gray high-heeled lace-up shoes. Interior hallways, Starlight High School. Twilight has similar pictures around the small mirror on her locker door. She grabs her books, closes her locker, and walks on the corridors with Spike in her backpack. She sees Dr. Hoofs talking to Princess Lassie and Vice Princess Luna with a box in his hand. Dr. Hoofs. I can't thank you ladies enough for offering me this position. This transfer is just what I need to start fresh. Twilight displays hello to the Wonder Coast she passes by. Sees a group of students gathered around Flash Century. They are all watching a video on his phone of Starlight's file with Cinch in amazement. Microchips. Whoa. Louder high strings. She is amazing. By Bozups. Yeah! Flash Century. I know, right? Turns out she's not such a bad girl after all. Just very troubled. Sandalwood. Dude, I hear you. When she was here, I swear I could have sensed an unseen discomfort in her aura. The sign of deep hardship of oneself. Octavia Melody. Yes, well, even so, she still has a lot to answer for what she's done. Flash Century. Believe me, she already feels sorry enough. She promised to make it out to Cadillac High somehow. Photo finished. Taking a close look at the video. Who is this user D? This video of his has got more hits than the others for being closest to the action. Such good precision. He truly catches the magics. Flash Century. Ugh, he's something you don't want to know too well. Trixie Luma. You know, that Starlight Glimmer is alright. Flash Century. Oh, that reminds me. Pulls out a bag and gives it to Trixie. Trixie. Starlight wanted me to give you these. She wanted to thank you for being nice to her. She looks inside the bag and seems very happy and excited. Silver Spoon. What is it? Trixie Lulumoon. She reaches into the bag. Oh, the most masculine thoughtful thing that can be given to the possession of the great and powerful Trixie. She quickly takes something out of the bag and throws it straight into the floor. Turns out to be a new type of smoke bomb. It hits the floor and a huge cloud of smoke spreads and covers the surrounding area, and it quickly clears away. No one coughs, surprisingly, and they wait for the smoke to clear. They immediately notice Trixie has vanished. Sweetie drops. She's gone. Having a surprise and wonderment, as Twilight giggles walking down the corner after watching. Maud Pie opens her lock and Trixie falls out of it after Twilight passes them. Trixie Lunamoon. Ow! Maud Pie. Hi, Trixie. Twilight then passes some techie students, watching the news on a cell phone with Fluffy Clouds as the anchor. He is a blue skinny man with white puffy hair, green eyes, buck teeth, a dark blue suit with white clouds stitched to his breast pocket, and an orange bow tie. Fluffy Clouds. Scientists are still baffled by the strange phenomena that occurred just the other day. They have yet to uncover the mysterious energy readings and unforeseen weather patterns around the downtown area. Eyewitness reports claim to have seen flashing lights and sightings people falling from the sky. Details are a bit sketchy, but the investigation is still underway. Interior hallways, Crystal Prep Academy. Student is watching the scene with her on his phone. Fluffy Clouds. In local news, Abigail Sinch, headmistress of Crystal Private Academy, has gone missing after some disturbing evidence of her performing dubious deeds were leaked on the internet by an anonymous benefactor. No claim or leads made of her current whereabouts can only conclude that Miss Sinch is on the run. Meanwhile, in the hall, Sunburst, in a Crystal Prep uniform, is struggling up some stairs while carrying a large stack of books. He starts to lose his balance and starts leaning back, but then gets stopped by a purple hand pressing against his back. The book falls out the top of the stack, but it is caught by the same person. They push Sunburst forward until he stands up straight again, and he can see it to be Starlight. She throws the book up and lands back on the top of his stack. Sunburst, thanks, Starlight. I owe you one. Sorry, Glimmer. No problem, Sunburst. I'm just glad to see you. Sunburst continues up the stairs, while Starlight keeps walking away. Students just smile and wave at her, and she waves back. Suddenly, Starlight and Hoity-Toity stop right in front of each other before they both collide. Hoity-Toity soon moves aside for her. Hoity-Toity, after you. Starlight, Glimmer, why thank you. That's very nice of you. She walks by him. She passes the corner and sees some of the changeling teenagers in school uniforms socializing with the other students, especially Thorax, Pharynx, Double Diamond, Sugar Barrel, Party Favor, and Night Glider. They all see her and wave to her as she goes by. Sugar Coat, Sour Sweet, Indigo Sap, Sunny Flare, and Lemon Zest are all together and greet Starlight when she arrives. Then Shining Armor approaches them. Shining Armor, hey girls, there you are. I thought I'd find you all together. To Starlight, you changed your hair. Sorry, Glimmer. Yeah, I kinda like it. Shining Armor, it looks good. Listen, you six are needed at the principal's office. Sugar Coat, for what? Shining Armor, something about a special assignment for you girls. Sour Sweet, oh, then we better get going. Come on, girls. Shining Armor, oh, before you go, I just thought you'd like to know. We already had a meeting with the school board about this week's incident. Sunny Flare, how did it go? Shining Armor, it went pretty well. This course cover story really paid off. All of Cinch's criminal connection had been completely been severed, and all the extras she unrightfully made on my sister's record has been removed. Sorry, Glimmer. That's great. Twilight would be happy to hear that. Shining Armor, she sure would. Now, you better be off. Sorry, Glimmer. Right. Let's go, ladies. Thank you. Miriam says, thanks, Dean Shining Armor. The six girls then leave from the newly appointed dean. Interior main foyer, Crystal Prep Academy. The Shadow Six walks out the hallway, into the recently repaired foyer, and then up the stairway on their way to the principal's office. In the center of the foyer is a glass display case with a new crystal heart inside. To your hallways, Candlelight High School. Applejack, Rainbow Dash, Rarity, Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, and Sausage Shimmer are just hanging out in the halls. Sunset is writing a message to Princess Twilight through a magic journal. Sunset Shimmer's voice, narrating. Dear Twilight, you sent me a message only to tell us to trust Starlight Glimmer. And you were right. We never gave up on her, and things came through in the end. I can see why you have so much faith in her to make her your student. And it seems to work here as well. I don't know what comes from having Starlight here, but I'm sure it'll be just what we need. Your friend, Sunset Shimmer. Applejack sees Applebloom, Sweetie Belle, and Scooter walking by and gets their attention. Applejack, approaching Crusaders. Hey, Applebloom, there you are. Applebloom, what is it, sis? Applejack, sorry, Glimmer gave me this to give to you. She takes a small rectangular box out of her backpack and gives it to Applebloom. She and her friends look upon the note stuck to the box. Applebloom reading. To the great Cutie Mark Crusaders, I have made these for you as a thank you for the advice you have given. May you help others the same way as you have helped me. Hope you like them. Starlight Glimmer. Sweetie Belle. Cutie Mark Crusaders? Scoo, I like the sound of that. Applebloom removes the lid off the box, and they all look inside. CMC. Whoa! Inside the box are 3 shield-shaped pins. They are all colored red, pink, and purple, and each has a different purple symbol on them. An apple with a heart in the center, a star with the music note in the center, and a wing with a lightning bolt in it. The Crusaders are cheerful and excited at their gifts. Twilight and Spike just show up, and their friends are also thrilled to see them. Exterior/interior, Principal's Office, Crystal Prep Academy. The Shadow Six have arrived outside the principal's office. They open the door, walk inside the room, and close the door behind them. The room is now brighter from a new lighting system and having the drapes drawn open. The 6 girls stop in front of the desk, with Cadence sitting in the seat behind it. Starlight Glimmer. I heard the meeting went well. Cadence. What? Oh, yes, I'm just glad we finally got everything settled. Although I don't think the teaching association is very keen about that. Stands up. Now that you're all here, I have an assignment for you. Sorry, Glimmer. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I almost forgot about this. She removes the listening device as she had planned on the edge of the desk. Cadence. How long has that been there? Sorry, Glimmer. Oh, since day one. Smiles nervous. Please continue. Cadence. Right. Well, as you well know, we have made some changes to the school. Like for the next friendship games, more schools will be joining in to compete. It also means that we'll be getting some new students, and they may need guides to show them the ropes on how to fit in. I can think of no better group of friends to handle such a task. Intercept. You're asking us? Alright, we'll take it. Cadence. I ought to warn you, these new kids are said to be very special. Sunny Flare. Example? Cadence. Well, there's this one young lad who overanalyzes everything. A girl who's as much a study buff as Starlight, and some may be quite a handful. Take this one. Former military school, sustained childhood injuries, has major trust issues. This one's a tough customer. Gets the file to Starlight. Inside the file, Starlight sees a... Oh. Starlight... Sorry, that was a notification. Starlight sees a picture of a dark, arched skinned girl with a cold scowl. She has opal eyes, a rose-colored fog hawk, and a scar over her right eye. Then Starlight gives the file to Sugarcoat, and the girls start looking into it as well. So, can I count on you girls to do this? Sorry, Glimmer. Don't worry, Principal Cadence. We'll come up with something. Sorry smiles at her new friends, and they smile back. Then all six of them smile into the camera shot. External, Crystal Prep Academy. The camera pans up onto the school's new look. The screen goes black, and the light reflecting of the school turns to a phoenix, and then a big red twinkling star, sunset shimmer, and a small magenta star appears next to it. Twilight sparkle, just like the ending of the friendship games. Only this time, a small purple star shoots across the bottom of the screen, leaving an aqua trail before disappearing. Starry Glimmer. Title, Cozy Girl Starlight Story. Scene 20 brightens up the room / in credits / new friends. Interior, Professor Discord's lair. Professor Discord, Flashlight, and Mr. Smooth are all sitting in a circle of couches, sipping tea after our toast. Professor Discord. Well, isn't this delightful? Thanks for coming. We should do these little tea parties more often. Flashlight. It was really nice of you to invite me, but, are you sure it's okay just keeping her like that? She points at Abacus Cinch, still frozen in her crystallized state. Seems to have a teacup in her hand that was placed by someone. Professor Discord. I don't know. She just sort of brightens up the room. Takes another sip. In credits. Interior, Crystal Castle, Crystal Empire, Equestria Day. Shining Umber and Princess Cadence, along with their daughter, Flurryheart, riding on her back, are leading Princess Twilight Sparkle and her pony friends, Applejack, Rainbow Dash, Rarity, Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, and Spike the Dragon. Princess Cadence. Thank you all for coming as requested. Princess Twilight Sparkle. Not a problem. So, why did you call us here anyway? As they pass by Flash Sentry and Somber Socializing, Twilight gives them a little wave. Shining Armor, Pony. Well, not long ago, ponies have been acting up with unsettling behaviors throughout the Crystal Empire. Princess Cadence. All we had to go on was that the ponies are all students at Crystal Preparatory. The changes were facing around the time, and Fanfic came up with the plan to lead a group of spies in the school to find the cause. I advised against it, of course, but he went on ahead with it anyway. Shining Armor, Pony. Luckily, his bullheadedness actually paid off, which is that all signs of Sin's unpleasant manner are all pointing to the head mare. Princess Cadence. I thought she would be capable of running school properly, but she's left me no choice. I'll just have to let her and start running school myself. But that's not why we called you here. You see, 5 of the students have made quite a scene recently. So as role models in the magic of friendship, we figured you girls might get through to these poor ponies and help them adjust their attitudes. The ponies stopped right in front of a big double door at the end of the hall. The royal couple opened the door with their magic, and inside is a waiting room with pony versions of the 5 Shadowbolt girls. The Earth Pony Lemon Sets is sitting on one end of the couch, listening to loud music on her headphones. The unicorn sending flares up on the other end of the couch, applying her makeup. The overly high Pegasus Indigo Sap is on the floor, doing wing-ups. The Earth Pony Sugarcoat is just standing with a blank expression on her face. The Pegasus Sour Sweet just stares at the main 6, smiling. Sour Sweet Pony. Sweetly. Hello! It is a pleasure to meet all of you. Sourly. Hopefully you're much better at company than these losers. Sugarcoat Pony. Have you ever considered keeping your mouth shut before you blab anything you're thinking? It will be a relief for every pony if you can keep your thoughts to yourself. Said Sweet stares angrily at Sugarcoat. Princess Cadence, see what we mean? So, can I count on you girls to do this? The maid Six and Spike seem perplexed at the new pony's behavior. Princess Starlight sparkle. Sorry, Glimmer, Bunny. Don't worry, Princess Cadence. The pony Starlight Glimmer steps forth out from the shadows from behind the others. We'll come up with something. She smiles to her friends, and they all smile back with confidence, especially Twilight. Then all 8 of them smile into the camera shot. The end. At long last, after 2 years, the story is finally complete. Starlight has found friendship again. The relationship between both schools is as it should be, and the 2 worlds are safe once more. I would like to thank everyone for the support on this project. I also want to apologize if I had stepped over any lines by making it more extreme than official content. Just a reminder, I started this fanfiction right after Season 5, so the franchise has kept going while I worked on this, and I keep making changes. Twice starting a relationship with Timber Spruce instead, Kane's already being made principal, the Keymark Crusaders actually being called the Keymark Crusaders in that world, but I was never going to give up on this until it is finished. And for that, thank you all again, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a review if you wish. Alright, let's see if there's anything else for last chapter. Oh, this is a... Okay, let's go with this one. Guess not so much. Chapter 20, bonus, Starlight's bloopers. The story may be over, but I would like to leave you all with something very special for your amusement. Scene 2, Stormy Flare's office. Starlight is discussing her ideas with Stormy Flare. Starlight Glimmer. So you see, the only way that everyone to be happy is if all of us are equal. No one would ever flaunt their special talent because they won't have any talent to flaunt. Those who do would often think they are way more special, not knowing how... Man, this is a long speech. After this, can somebody run that line by me again? Tommy Fly begins to chuckle, and along with the sounds of kick from the crew off staff. Off stage, director voice, okay, cut! Scene 4, Quiz Prep Academy, Cafeteria. Starlight is sitting with a Shadow 5. Starlight Glimmer, if I must, I just have to keep squeezing her until she's ready to... She gets interrupted as Lemon says take a sip from a milk carton and starts coughing. You alright? Lemon says coughing. Yeah, wrong pipe. Wrong. Same flip pass around the pack. Scene 2, Quiz Prep Academy, outside of Cinch's office. Dean Cadence walks by with the clipboard, while Principal Cinch comes up the stairs. She trips a little, and Cadence turns and sees her holding out the railing. Dean Cadence, are you okay? Principal Cinch, yes, I'm fine. Take 2, it happens again. Take 3, it happens again. Principal Cinch, I'm sorry, it's so hard to get those steps in these heels. Scene 3, Crystal Prep Academy, main foyer. Starlight is reaching into her backpack for her tasering as Dean Cadence comes down the stairs to meet her. But then she trips a little like Cinch, and Starlight sees her holding onto the railing. Same sequence. Both Cadence and Starlight goes up the stairs. Then Cadence trips a little again. Then Cadence, it is hard to walk up the stairs in these shoes. Scene 13, Office Building, Hallways. Sunset Shimmer goes through Thorax's fake school IDs. Sunset Shimmer. Duster Bin, Snowflake... This one is backwards. The ID is on the wrong side, so Sunset flips it over, and Twilight laughs a little. Scene 17, Skies. Starlight and Cinch are struggling while free-falling. Starlight Glimmer, wait, stop! The camera zooms back, revealing it to just be a green screen and the two hanging on wires. Both ladies get all tangled up in them and are struggling to get out. Scene 6, Chris Prep Academy, Hallways. Starlight is discussing the sugarcoat. Sorry, Glimmer. Have you heard of a haircut? Who are you trying to impress? Did you know breakfast is the most important meal of the day? Frogs are amphibians, not reptiles. Girls mature faster than boys. And I completely forgot my lines and I'm saying random stuff. The girls start bursting into laughter. Scene 9, Kettle High School, Science Lab. The Humane 7 are discussing about Starlight. Twilight sparkle. I'm not certain that really is Twilight. I'm Twilight, she's Starlight. She and friends start laughing. At scene 11, Christopher Academy, hallways. Applejack is talking to Sugarcoat. Applejack, now hold on there, Sugarcoat. Sugarcoat. Applejack, do what? Sugarcoat, my name's Sugarcoat. Applejack starts chuckling. Scene 1, Candlelit High School. Microchips is losing on the staircase for carrying so much stuff, and Twilight tries holding him up. But one of the books slip out of his shoulder into Twilight's face. Then both of them fall back. Scene 8, Candlelit High School. The teachers are announcing the students of Starlight's attack. Fights with Luna. Indeed, and you should all realize you are in much trouble. As much trouble. Princess Celestia smiles at the camera. Don't worry, she's a professional. Scene 9, Principal Cinch's office. Principal Cinch talks on her phone while Starlight is sitting on the other side of her desk. Principal Cinch on her phone. I want to talk to you about Starlight Shimmer. Glimmer. Off screen, laughing. Scene 7, Candlelit High School, soccer pitch. Applejack fires the disc launcher. Applejack whisper, yeah. She and Rainbow Dash start doing nailed it gestures. Scene 16, Christopher Academy, courtyard. The army changes are changing in the battle, but one of them trips and falls over, and all of them stop because of it. And changing, man down. Scene 13, Principal Cinch's office. After Cinch exploded. Okay. Starlight grabs a safety bar and tries to twist it back on the reactor. She keeps trying and trying, but it doesn't seem to click back on. Starlight Glimmer to the device. Get in there! The people off screen start laughing, and Starlight just smiles as she stops. Behind the scenes, opposite, Spoilridge, Rosetta, Cadence, Princess Celestia, Vice Prince Luna, and Principal Cinch are all sitting in a 9 row of chairs. Cinch is wearing her torn clothes and damaged makeup from battling Starlight. Spike is just sitting on a tray table next to Cinch, and she is petting him. Principal Cinch to the ladies. Look at this! He's just so cute! The ladies. Various agreements. Principal Cinch to the cameras. So adorable. Seriously, why do I of all people have to hate him? Scene 18, Crystal Prep Academy, courtyard. Starlight and Cinch are in close combat. Starlight hits Cinch so hard she falls down. Sorry, Glimmer. Oh, jeez, I am so sorry. Are you alright? Sorry. She helps Cinch up after actually hitting her by accident. Scene 5, Teen Cadence's office. Shadow Army has just come in, and Cadence introducing him to Starlight. Cadence, shining over, this is Starlight Shimmer. Ah, she smiles ugly, followed by silence. Starlight Glimmer. Scene 18, Crystal Prep Academy, courtyard. The Equestria girls are shooting themselves in a gust of wind blowing overpowering Cinch. It blows so hard, Flusher's hair is getting blown in Pinkie Pie's face behind her. Pinkie starts spitting out of the hair getting into her mouth. Same scene. Applejack, we got to do something. Cinch has got completely out of control. Her head flies off in a strong breeze and she goes to get it. That darn witch just blew my head off. Everyone laughs. Behind the scenes, Starlight Glimmer's Nemesis in their Crazy Guardian outfits are staying close to the camera. Nemesis, we have Starlight now. That's a good trade. She's more fun than Twilight. Scene 12, restaurant. Principal Discord and Mrs. Moose is singing in the booth with Principal Cinch. Discord takes out Starlight's file and slices the Cinch, while Moose is eating his meal so furiously. Professor Discord, don't worry about convincing the girls to up. He looks smooth while he's eating like a savage, making loud numbing sounds every bit. Just stop! He starts kicking from house to see that Moose is being dining. But director asking, okay, cut. Scene 11, Starlight's research room. The Shadowbolt girls are just greeting the Humane 7. Sunny Flare, oh girls, here, let me introduce you. This is Starlight Shimmer. Everyone starts laughing. Twice, why are our names sound so familiar? Big Bite, Starlight similar. Everyone laughs even harder. Behind the scenes. In Princess Twilight's castle in Equestria, the main 6 plus point Starlight and Spike the Drugger all sing in roadshow with the mirror port of the human world nearby. Take a look as another Starlight glimmer comes out the mirror. The first Starlight jumps out of her seat, gives the second Starlight a high hoof, and walks in the portal, while the second Starlight sits in the same chair. Princess Twilight sparkled. How are they doing back there? Starlight Glimmer. They're doing good. We really do our own stunts. Scene 18. Crystal Prep Academy Courtyard. The Humane 7 and Shadow 6 are completely stunned after Principal Cinch turns to the crystal statue. Sunny Flare. Guess you won't be in the next movie. Everyone separates to laughter. Thank you all for your time and support. I hope you enjoyed my story and these bloopers. Well, I certainly did. Can't stop laughing, I still can't. Goodbye. Please leave your review down below. And that's gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. The end of Crazy Girl's story after a freaking hiatus. So, yay! Next one, well, to be determined or announced, whichever. So, bye!